Hey everybody, this is Illuminate the Darkness with Rosie. I am here again to share another reading with you. This one is going to be over the new moon that we are having in the sign of Leo. New moons represent new beginnings, fresh starts, and times to set intentions. So, this is a period of time for renewal, new potentials, and introspection. So, even though it's a time to start new things, we still want to clear that slate and make sure that we are releasing, like reflecting on things that we really think hold us back and make it to where we can't further ourselves. So, release what's no longer serving you so that way you can have a clean slate to embark on these new projects, personal growth. This is time for just new beginnings. Also, time to visualize and manifest. So, remember that even when you are not purposely visualizing and manifesting, you are still visualizing and manifesting. Whatever your mind is at, wherever you're thinking emotionally, you're stressed or whatever, you're actually during these times welcoming that into your life without realizing it. So it's really, really important to do different practices to ground yourself, to clear yourself, because when you have different like intuitions, different insights, downloads, pretty much it's just your crown chakra opening and the light shining in. So you want the light, or the opposite, but you want the light to shine all the way through, from the root all the way to the crown. And whenever there are blockages in there, it's almost like either the light is holding onto a weight and it's not able to fully go up, or it's like it's blocked, like you're shining a flashlight through something and something's sitting in the way and making it to where it can't shine through. So physically, like outside world and inside world, you want to clear out these areas so that way you can open your doors, shine your light, let air flow through, let light come in, so that way you're able to keep these clear slates open, so that way when these new times come in, you can see it for what it is and not the things that you're carrying in you and projecting that onto it, because it's going to change your energy dramatically if what you're carrying within you is going to change how you're seeing it. You can experience the same thing multiple times in your life, but it's going to feel different each time just because of the mindset that you're in during that time. So this is also like Leo season, and it is also Leo moon sign. So I'm going to go over the meanings of when you have a moon sign in Leo and when you have a sun sign in Leo. The moon sign is usually the hidden things, the things that are undercovering. But with Leo, it's kind of similar. So Leo moon signs are compassionate, creative, and they crave attention and admiration, like admiring them. They kind of want to be in that spotlight and take lead. They're natural leaders, ambitious, very driven, but they have a very big need for validation. They can have inflated pride and ego, and they can be close off their vulnerability, which we don't want to be vulnerable, but we want to be open to new ideas and like change. And sometimes these signs get very stubborn. Leo is a fixed sign, so they feel like they know it all. So they become very stubborn, resistant, because they can be so stable and determined and they just know everything. So sometimes we let things get in our way. We hold ourselves back just because we don't want to open ourselves to that. So during Leo season, when you have a Leo sun sign, it really just like, sorry, I threw myself off. It enhances your creativity And just the Leo season, it's like time to embrace your confidence and your desire for attention. Even though in our society we see that as a bad thing, oh, they just want attention, but it really is a desire that we have within us. We want to be seen, we want to make an influence on other people's lives. Like, when we hide that and reject it and push it down, it kind of shows itself in other ways. We seek for attention in other ways. So really just be true with yourself, and you're just be weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, embrace yourself. You don't gotta fit anything in society. So the challenges for the Leo season would be the intensity. Like, again, their determination is to the point to where, like, some people will be like, hey, I really don't want that, but they're like, you really need to do this to further yourselves and do something, you know. So that intensity sometimes gets to people, and the competitiveness. So the Five of Wands comes to mind. So, like, we could be working together to build something, but instead we're bickering and fighting and arguing, and pride's getting, letting ego inflate and let us get too controlling, and not want to listen to others and not know how to communicate. And sometimes, again, it's really just letting it flow. We just want to be in control too damn much. So right now, work on these new projects and reclaim your personal power, but try not to let your ego become too inflated and fight with others. This is a time where you want to connect and strengthen those bonds. Leo is a sign of the lion, so it is strength and courage and leadership. And it is ruled by the sun, so it also is like creativity and confidence. And then the negatives to that can be the inflated ego and the judgmentalness and controlling. So during this time, we're going to meet a lot of aspects where we want to grow, we want to be seen, we want to be, doing all these things, but sometimes we can get too wrapped up in our stuff and become Miss Pussy Pants because, I got a big ass ego and I feel like I'm better than everybody. So, always times to balance, right? It's going to be very fun. I like Leo season. I am a Leo moon. Let's do our 3-card pool. See what the energy is for this Leo new moon. If you like my readings, please like, share, and subscribe. And I've been trying to come out with these every week. I had another channel, my email Google account got messed up, so I had to start a new one. So hopefully my subscribers from that channel will find me again and you guys can keep up. I'll try to keep up a little better this time. Alright, let's see. Alright, all reverse cards. I love that. Got 4 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse. Which, that's Leo. And then, what was that? 6 of Cups? 6 of Cups in reverse. My camera wants to focus. Alright, so let's look these up and I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, so the 4 of Cups in reversed. So this can be a period of introspection. You're retreating and exploring your inner self, meditating in sacred spaces. You want to spend more time alone. So it says on there that you want to make sure that you're doing this in a way where you're spending time alone to get into your right state of mind. You're not isolating and falling into depressive actions. And also, you don't want to neglect your loved ones at this time. So, like, of course, you want to set boundaries, not be overbeared, and recharge yourself. But at the same time, don't be mean to the people that love you just because you're trying to isolate a little bit. Just respectfully tell them, like, I'm just taking time to myself right now, like, and try not to hurt their feelings too much. But I feel like that again is part of this new moon of releasing and searching our inner selves to make sure that we're going in the direction we want to. So, Five of Wands in reverse. Again, Five of Wands was the Leo card of the conflict and the ego. In reverse, it can be a strategy of getting away from a place without conflict and arguments because you want peace and harmony. So it's a good thing in a way, but at the same time, the challenge is that you're running away from it. So you want to utilize your talents to achieve honesty and clarity. So, we want to avoid conflict, but sometimes conflict can't be avoided. Sometimes we just have to kick it over and let it explode because it's like that's the only thing that's going to happen anyways. Of course, we don't want to fuel fire with fire. We don't want to just blow it up and burn the bridges. Use your talents that you have learned to try to communicate with these people better, to end the cycle in a way where it is ended and not just cut off and ran from, because you're still connected with those bonds and those ties. You have to finish it and let it go. All right, next we got the Six of Cups in reverse. My camera doesn't like to focus on the front. So this encourages closure of the past that holds you back from reaching your new potentials. So again, this is usually a card of nostalgia, looking back on our life, and you can't see it. It's not balancing. He's giving her a cup. So this is pretty much about you want to revisit your past wounds, but not in a mindset of where you're walking through an old haunted scary house of your dead memories. Okay, you're using these lessons of the past as something to build you, to further you. Fresh starts required renewed energies and full concentration. So you don't want to be stuck in the past to where you're letting it hold you back. You're just constantly, every time you open up that can, it's like you can just feel it again from the day one. So we want to learn how to heal these, release these, let the past go, so that way the new can come in. So again, that was introspection of self, retreating to your inner self, getting away from conflict without isolating to the point to where it's depressive and just running away, and then revisiting old wounds to heal them and not just relive them. So again, I feel like that goes very well with the new moon energy. Kind of about what I was saying. I like how Five of Wands had to show its face there somewhere. We'll do a card pull from the Black Moon Astrology. work today. All right. I just try to get them mixed up really good so that way y'all don't think I'm just setting it up for you. It's all random. I promise. Alright. Let's see what we got. Aquarius, I know. Expect to be tested and shown waves of the future, ruled by the planet of sudden insight, Uranus, but in earlier times Saturn, the planet of wisdom. Aquarians tend to have a natural aptitude for genius. Even those that are not geniuses are able to collect facts and knowledge far beyond the scope of those of other signs. Because of their vast intelligence, it doesn't take Aquarians long to see that they are superior in intellect to most people. This gives them a certain disdain over anything they view as common or ordinary. It sears into the future. Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate visions of the way things will be. This is why the sign of Aquarius rules science fiction and anything brand new. In reality, Aquarians see waves of the future in a way that the rest of us cannot. Aquarians can be very stubborn in their views, even when those views appear off the wall to others. They will fight long and hard just to have the freedom to stay weird, and they will fight for the rest of us to stay weird as well. Whatever is taboo or outlandish greatly appeals to them, if only in the imagination. So oftentimes they are artists, inventors, and speculative writers. As an air sign, meaning they are primarily mental and not emotional, they can be great humanitarians but not very practical. And inside every Aquarian, no matter how attractive or glamorous, lives a geek, the type who wants to escape the mundane world and enter the realm of fantasy cons, the graphic novels, appointment games, and role-playing. At the same time, they can be rational and tend not to get caught up in emotional dramas. Aquarians are more interested in friendships over romantic relationships. In fact, Aquarians are the first a friend before being a lover, unless of course you insult them by disagreeing with their far-fetched ideas and then your history. Aquarians are very attracted to people of other ethnicities and races, so if they do decide to couple with someone, it's generally a person who does not come from the same background, or sometimes the opposite gender. Through all relationships, Aquarians will develop and grow, often as some kind of artist. Yet there is always a disconnected quality in Aquarians. They are noticeably particular, and in this they pride themselves. If the Aquarius card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured friends and family alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. It's possible you are about to meet a group of people or become involved in organizations that will support you in unusual plans and ideas. It may be like a family group, but the emphasis will be placed primarily on the ideas of the crowd. If so, you can consider yourself the idealistic Pied Piper of the front of your group. You may find yourself dealing with persons from an exotic, dissimilar background, those of a different ethnicity or culture than yours, from which you will learn greatly. Transgender people and cross-dressing may possibly mean something in your world right now. You will acquire different concepts and approaches through these dealings which are changing you. In the coming months, traveling too far away and exotic places is likely to factor in. Mastering a new technology and dealing with futuristic concepts will be a benefit to you. Whatever you accomplish in the near future will be based on how well you master these new ideas and approaches. Science fiction or fantasy may become subjects of an art form for you. Another meaning behind this card is the meeting up of cutting-edge people, those who will challenge you to believe in your true self to be true or established, though it may not be. Challenge what you believe to be true or established what you though it may established though it may not be. Okay. Many times these people will be artists. With this card choice, you will likely be mastering something new and untried, which will lead to greater awareness and success. So again, it's just getting in touch with yourself, being creative, finding your talents, and letting others support you. Don't let your ego get in the way, so that way you can have that connected support from other people. All right, we'll get out there and be creative and grow your new ideas. Have a great day. Bye.